but comes with challenges, like every business does. And I believe that you have to be uncomfortable to be comfortable. If you are not comfortable, you don't think out of the box. And lately, the Gen Z people now, they don't think out of the box again, they create new boxes. So stop thinking new boxes. And how do you do that? The now, so many people that have taught here now, I've not seen anybody attend our own needs in our industry will also be a solution to not everybody can be farmer, but you come and give us some solutions. Like my farm, part of the record keeping. Yeah, we have hundreds of thousands of fishes, we have hundreds of we have pigs and other things. We keep the records. How do we go about it? Using the how do I put it? The modern day of recording, whereby we papers and the likes of it, and we can update. These are the kind of we are looking for. And if we know this, because the purpose is that you need to understand how it works before you can provide. Come to the side of the farmer, try to know what. Another problem we have is energy. Processing is a beautiful business, but I'll tell you, electricity. We 80% of the margin we make in processing goes back into buying diesel. Yes, that's the problem we are looking at. And the solution we are thinking of. Solar option is good for just one code and being given to have a solar alternative. So you to continue to think of ways. So that takes us to location of industry. The 33 kV option better light time than the 11 kV. So when you want to switch your company, you have to look at all those factors. Start small, make small mistake. I started with 1,000 laborers. I made little mistakes and moved up a bit. When to do understood more about processing and production. Tried it by just one company. Now we've grown to have our processing plant whereby doing about 1,000 beds a day. And we are moving at we are going to 2,500 very soon. But as we are and feedback from us, we take it very seriously. If we work on it, they criticize us. Protection is also part of it. If you object to some of those things to do, go back, do it again. Agribusiness is we are into processing chickens, we're in production, we produce fish feed. We are also into oil palm, produce palm oil. We're into API, where we produce our meats. Very soon we are coming up with where we're going to have our frozen foods, the pork, the chicken, the goats, and now. You make more profit. We take our raw money, process, and you have to make sure that approval is gotten, especially with food and drugs, especially with NAFTA on the shelf. When we didn't have, we were hiding, selling individually. But we could go online, we could send our tentacles to as far as any our products. So basically, let's let's do it right. Before you know what is going on, you'll be bigger. We didn't know the business is records visited by federal revenue that we have an outstanding of about 400 million liability. And we never knew that much. When what do you think our total number was last year? Then, that was in 2022. I said, you didn't say anything because I knew that I would have had it applied and if they had said it. He said, you also need to be on top of the business. Know the financial is very key. You don't concentrate on producing. Then, share farmer if you want to make it there. Make sure that you are aggressive because if you produce, you are just with. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Dr. I would like to call Ms. Kofo to come back. Please appreciate her as she comes to lead the celebration.
Again, I'd like to invite Mr. Bode. Please be standing as I take his citation. Bode Roberts is the dynamic Chief Executive Officer of the Italian, a leading and the United entrepreneurs remarkable heights. Accolades such as EdTech Stock of the Year 2021, 2022, and Best in Africa 2023. Visionary leadership as a earning him a place among the young Africans by the Development Group in 2022, and the outstanding CEO of the year by TICA. In 2023, Bode launched the Economic Fund to empower small and medium enterprises, business analysis CBAC, project management PMP, business analysis CBAC, project management PMP, Microsoft Certified Data Analyst MCDA, Scrum Product Owner Accreditation Certificate, and he's also a PhD in Bode's dedication to discipline execution and nurturing young talents underscores his firm belief in the transformative power of education and leadership. His contribution to inspire and drive meaningful change, solidifying his role as a leading figure in the global business community. Please welcome with me Mr. Bode Roberts.
Thank you so much. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. Now we're going to answer. Are we tired? All right. So because I'm going to be speaking for 10 minutes, I'm going to make you so tired for the next 10 minutes. Is that fine? No. All right. This is very important. Do you know why it's very important? I was in your shoes 12 years ago. I was a student like you 12 years ago in Covenant University. I started my journey in 2009, studying computer engineering. My department at the end of this road, here. And my entrepreneurial journey started in let us say entrepreneurial business ownership and entrepreneurship. But for entrepreneurship, we started in Covenant University. 200 level. From 200 level to 500 level, I engaged in 12 businesses. I toasted bread. I had a printing business. I was an artist at some point. I was a DJ, artist manager, fashion entrepreneur. In 4 years. Why am I sharing this with you? And I'm strongly has business. Also for the existing entrepreneur, I would like to thank you because I know. Thank you for resilience. Thank you for the word better place because at the end of the day, when the trumpet sounds, entrepreneurs are going first. Because we go through a lot of pain, we make a lot of sacrifices just to show up for our employees and also make a tangible difference in the business community. Business are amazing. So, very quickly, product development and go-to-market strategy. I thought I was going to have a lot of time, but I'm going to work on that. What is product development? Product development is basically bringing a new product or improving an existing product. It's not really a solution. Sorry, you are not in business. If you think you are in business, that business is sustainable. Value. My journey and product started in 2019. Then we built Italian careers. Talent matching platform that helps to match talent with functional jobs. Over time, we iterated our business quickly to fit market needs, and now that product serves thousands of talents globally. I talked about product development earlier. It's very important to understand that product development is not just coding, it is solving real problems. Think of it like cooking. When you're cooking your food, for example, when you're cooking jollof rice, from time to time, you taste what you're cooking, you adjust the ingredients in your food, and also you improve based on familiar processes you've engaged in throughout that cooking time. That's how product development is. It is an iterative process. You don't just launch your product into the market, right? You start with an MVP, a minimum viable product. This is a first launch of your product that helps you to understand if the customer's problem is being solved with that product. In product development, the first issue is this idea sustainable in solving upcoming which is your MVP that I mentioned and you launch it to the market, for feedbacks. Is my product solving like the problem? What I need for toast bread? So I carried a toaster from home and I went to school. I started toasting. I was very impressive to ensure that you are strategic enough to capture your clients and ensure that you retain them continuously. Quickly, I'll go through the 5 Ds of products. The first D is discovery. This is where you fall in love with the problem. Ensure that you are creating a solution that caters to the needs of your consumers and customers. The second D is design. Make your product desirable. Make it attractive. Make it usable. So many of us here, fantastic products. Instagram, fantastic products. Fantastic, attractive, usable. When you ensure that it's usable, engage with the best user interface and user when creating your product. And the third thing is the ensure that building a product that is functional and scalable. Get the best thing. I know that when you are starting a business, that thing is already a very small thing. But create an excellent product. And the fourth thing is delivery. When you're launching your product into the market, launch with confidence. Do an official launch. Share to your friends to post on their social media pages for you. Tell the world that you have come to solve a problem and you're building a business that will last. And finally, distribution. How do you scale impact with your product strategically? What channels will you be leveraging? Is it old channels, like your website, your email marketing, or end channels, referrals, reviews, tweets, mentions of your brand, or even paid channels, influencers, press releases, media mentions also as well. Ensure that when you are engaging in product development, you are paying attention to the 5 Ds. Then finally, I'm going to quickly talk about a case study, Paystack. Paystack leverages effective product development and go-to-market strategies by starting their product with a simple MVP, which is minimum viable product for their platforms, development platforms. And also their product was focused on trust and local. They were building solutions that meet the needs of. Then finally, about community-based, built a community around the tech ecosystem. And finally, understand that the best products are co-created with users. Ensure that you are getting from time to time from your customers. Launch a product, have a pilot, test it. Then secondly, start small and improve always. Continuous improvement is a key. Don't wait to raise $1 million before you start. For us at Data, we started our business with $0. And there are 6 years in business, and we put talent base of over 50. This is a business that started with $0. So the minimum viable product to start with that is effective and also cost efficient. Then finally, you don't need to build. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Good afternoon. So we're going to be having the final session very soon. Prior to that, I want us to and pass it down to anyone close to you. So kindly indicate who you're directing while you're writing your questions. So we're going to be the final speaker for the day. Continue with our pitching. I'd like Mrs. Esther to please rise as I read our citation. Is a dedicated and estate consultant. She is blessed with a loving family, a husband. She is grateful for God's guidance. Her educational journey began where she earned in the hand and estate management. With estate management, she has honed her skills in the field. As a national Institute of Estate Surveyors and a registered of the Estate Surveyors and Valuers Registration hsygopa, the highest standards of professional ethics. Esther has worked with esteemed organizations like the International for Africa and founded ESBTA Integrated System. Urges Esther Babatepe Consulting, ESBC, and SAB Engineering Services. As the CEO of ESBC, the Real Estate Integrated System, she of services, property valuation and real estate investment advice, property management services, planning and development. Provide innovative and tailored solutions that meet the unique needs of our clients, while she believes in building relationships founded on trust, integrity, and education. Let's work to achieve our goals and make a positive in the real estate industry. Kindly welcome.
Good afternoon. I will start with the simple protocol. Before I proceed, I want to ask a question. This is an US number. Landlord, property owner, student, and you have a estate management department, which guys you your hostel. Please, you shy. I want us to be practical. Please raise your hand. I want to see your hand. Good. And I want to ask a question. How is the property you are staying now? Either when you want to buy, when you are looking for an accommodation. You tell me experience or is experience with agents or let's relate, please. Agents of darkness, who else again? Thank you. Three is of food, clothing, and shelter. They fall into shelter. After food, for example, when we live now, after the end, we all return to our homes, yes or no? And I want to ask, can you refer the agent to your apartment, maybe shop? Can you refer that agent to? I want to hear yes or no. Good. Sir, you see where estate also. And if you are estate management student, please ask your answer. No. Okay. Now, business is a lucrative business. As prospect, it's a business that builds anybody at any point in time. But not with take assessment of yourself. Who am I? I'm going to real estate business to get the agency fee commission. What is the whole society? Gone are the days to study accounting, and when you are the whole world celebrates you. If somebody introduces himself to you and it's that, your mind will share yourself wrong. You are working with multi-feelings, more than that. But in real estate, Baba, land agent of his own house, wants to collect agency fee and agreement when he's not a lawyer. That is where the process starts from grassroots. So what is the solution? The solution is very issue of the person that is looking for accommodation. chapter 11, verse 1 says that God dislikes false balance. He said, false weight is an abomination unto God. That is deceit practices. Is an abomination to God. And when God dislikes something, there's no way to be blessed. I want us to be practical. The blessing of God makes me an act of sorrow. The building shouldn't be a problem. One factor and government where we are now, which I did and that day I realized the dream that you have that you couldn't sleep that you have a sleepless night is a I was a victim of the agent required outside. We were looking for accommodation. We had the money. The rent is the traditional fee was so crazy. And a man himself happened to be a barber, but unfortunately we won't allow apartment house. And he said 90,000. If I had 120, for example, about 1.5 years ago. It was a different 100%. And 10% of 120 should be 12,000. And yes, 16,000. I the thought that in 2014, after I couldn't sleep and I woke up and I said, I want to start this. I want to know the few aspects of it. And all that people start small. Where you are. The starting point was exactly where I started. And don't look at yourself that you are a graduate after look for a friend. And tell them that for 6 months. From when you meet somebody that landlord is telling you have to never go to landlord place or you don't know. Another one is you pay landlord and it's not donating anything. It's a big challenge. So you are starting on the platform that you know what is going on around you. And now, let me digress a bit. When I started with zero capital. Today, every of my thoughts is Lagos, Ogun State, Oyo State, and I'm not reached Abuja. There. No, I didn't place value on my properties. I don't. I realized from my course of starting estate as a friend. I attract a lot of people. So far you but when you call me and need a property from the conversation, if I'm going to ask for so emotional intelligence is very, very sad. Number two, when to manage or business, you have to assess yourself. Am I trustworthy? The Christian people are really now you are a Christian, something that they are assessing in you. But when you put the title of a pastor, before. So in real if you are born with it, have a little knowledge about it. There are lions, there are bears. And not the streets wise. You have to be very, very wise. Because a real business, I'll give you my number. If you have any questions related to real estate, tell me. because I have a short time. Sorry. So please, both landlord, tenants, human factor, and the only way we can solve it is to go to corporate the person that is trained. Today, I can say it anywhere. My fee is 10%. Not every agreement and commission we want 50,000. I will tell you why it is 50,000 naira. It is not that you have money. It is not that you can afford it. You can, but it is what is truth. What is the ethics of the profession that I belong to.
Thank you so much for your wonderful presentation. Please, a round of applause to
How to find somebody.
Okay, I think you should just take 1 minute within time.
The answer to this is in the rest of you have to know the location of where you want to stay. And I can be of help to advise you. But how to get how to know the location of where is it Ibadan, and from there we know. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for that answer.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
So, I have 3 questions for
Thank you very much now for the presentation. My question on my own is, several times to get plans for persons after, at least for 2 cases now, how we pay to discover that the land is acquisition. What is acquisition? They said it's government property. Okay, if someone wants for the land, if one wants to get such land, how do we confirm or be sure that this land, because the agent will tell you there's no problem, after you have taken them, and the person that will not be coming on board now, a person that don't even know when it doesn't know what's taking place. So how do we know which land is government acquisition, which one is acquired? Thank you.
All right, ma'am. First of all, when you are looking for a land to buy, I would advise you consult a professional to be like your eye in wherever you want to buy, wherever you want to buy the land. Even you have agents, they will tell you there's a receipt. But professional will come and ask Esther Babatokwe and ask Esther Babatokwe and Tony Babatokwe. If receipt is there, they will correct you that a deed of assignment shouldn't be written like that. Number 2, if you are selling a property without your husband's consent, from research you will know. If you buy the land, the husband has the right to tell you that he's not selling the land. So whoever that is selling, the consent of the 2 people have to be involved. Ma, the land that we are talking about, if it is only receipt that is there, I know that. You send me the if it is a genuine land, I will tell you. If it is paid, I will tell you the name to you. But always a professional with land. Thank you.
Thank you. Before you sit down, a land that you bought and all of a sudden after like years of being in that area, you're not telling that probably that is not the owner of the they have gone to court now, and after family has taken them after 20-30 years. So how do you avoid?
Yeah, they still making it's for case. If the other family hold the land, in this case, the other family can sell the land 40 or 30 years. Friends. But first thing, make sure that if you are buying a land, get from that process, there's a list the land because my brother knows get or essence of your to verify searching for the government who really owns the land. The litigation money to be and of course who buy it. That's your question now.
Maybe I will see you later because this is after like 30 years. When we got the land that was if I got in that was we still have to go to local government to pay because we purchased the land.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Bantokwe, for your response. So we'll give the mic back to the countries. First, we'll start with Pastor Mike, and he would, within 1 minute, answer the question that I've given to him.
All right, thank you. Yeah, this question says, when you start to expand your business as a transporter, well, it's a side hustle anyway for us. Look at what are the do's and the don'ts, and then he's saying he's trying to expand. Whether it's transportation or whatever the business is, to expand, you need to consolidate the control for the business. There is this saying that what you don't measure, you cannot manage. A lot of people have no document, they don't have control, they don't have checks and balances in business. So if you don't have that, honestly, expansion will kill that business. So what am I trying to say is this? If you are a transporter, okay? Do you know your turnover in the month? Do you know what your expenses are? How do you control your drivers? All of this has to be in place. I had an experience, let me quickly say that. I have a number of trucks, I have to live outside this country. Now, I had a manager who was defrauded because I so trusted him and said, be in charge. But I started having this feeling that something was wrong. So one day I just called him and said, guy, come. These drivers think I'm making a lot of money because of their misbehavior. So right now, let's try something. I created a platform for every truck. So when you request for money, the driver is saying it. So one day he requested for a certain amount and gave the driver a lesser amount. The driver called me. Let that be controls. Let that be checked.
Businesses addressing three things. Identify the problem. That problem, 90% of the time is based around. If you are solving a problem, your passion, when the challenges come, you will leave it. So the first thing is try to align the problems you're solving with things that fits to your passion. It's passion that keeps you when every other thing is down. We have our business partners left us to zero. But the passion to because that's all I have done all my career life was what kept me going, even when all the so number one is align your with your passion. Number two is keep abreast of so that you don't experience there are really going to be a lot of ups processes in your place so that you're not overstretching yourself, but at the same time you can flow, so be malleable. Question says, can we get your details in order to connect with you also? Please see me after the session. Thank you. Thank you very much, ma'am. So we're going to be moving on to Mr. Bode Roberts to answer questions.
All right, I have 3 questions. The first one is from one of the CEOs in the room. What if you develop an app or you don't have any marketing program or you are a designer? But the idea is very simple, but don't work. Do I need permission to development house or is it advisable for you to start? All right, you want to develop an app, you don't have the necessary background. I would say find a team. Find a team. People that buy into your vision. It's very started later. I had a founder. His name is Olapi. We were working in the bank. But we both knew that to run somebody in design, we needed an operational excellent person, we needed a marketing person. So we had to source for professionals in those fields, onboarded them, sold the vision to them, and we got started. So find the team, understand the vision, people are resilient in nature, people that to take you to your destination, do everything alone. So find people that will work with you. The second question is this question is related to campus 21-day digital sprint app and web first sprint. How would you go about setting all 3 up before the end of the year? Mr. Campus Sprint. I have so many questions to ask before I answer this question, so let's talk about this event. You spoke about ideation. I discovered an idea to help city community book, locate and available shuttle, but at an affordable price. But I don't know how to build it. And I discussed with 2 or more people and told me that it might not work because it is limited. Because what should I do? This is a very I can understand your place at the moment. My advice is a solution. Ensure that you have some form of control over various solutions. Tend to income and investing. A 3 to 5 year plan or long-term vision of the solution. If you graduate from school, what is the sustainable for your solution? I think I have some other questions before I can give you much more responses. Then to answer, I think it's a beautiful idea, and it's more like an Uber or a move for community. It's a great one, but for you to be very much effective with this solution, you need a team, and you also need buy-in of foreign investment management to make it a sustainable solution.
I just want to take this information out there for as many that may want to take advantage of it. I am a consultant to the back of industry, and to drive youth-centric businesses, the POI is coming out with a lot of ways, both for gender-focused, for youth-led businesses, and research. There is funding and there are grants that are available to innovators and researchers within the academia. So if it is something of interest to you, our terms are very friendly. The gender loans, you can get as good as 7% per annum, and you can get up to 55 years repayment. Basically, and then of course you don't need to bring so much your car for advice and loans. They're very simple. So you can get 15 million and upward. So if it's something that you want to take your business serious about your idea, and you require funding, especially in the brand research area, I have been asked of that. Funding is available right now. Thank you.
All right, please let's appreciate panelists. So before we go to the pitching, the end of the pitching session, I would like to make this comment. Please, students, if you have any challenge in your business, because before the agenda for now has been achieved. We're going to be breaking out today. Because of time, if you have challenges in your business, please sit down and direct it to any of the panel members, please. All right. So I'll just go straight to inviting the presenter, the next presenter for the pitching session. Agro and food trading storage. Are you here? Agro and food trading storage. Are you here? Okay, please. Can you come? Please appreciate her. Her name is Gloria. Appreciate her one time.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Laura Eniomonde.
You have 30 seconds.
I'm a PhD student at Marvgold University. A Pyramid Global Concept Consultancy. This idea was from the impact of EDS 111 class. And we are into food storage and agro storage and food trade. What is food storage? You buy when food is surplus during harvest season, when the demand is high at a very profitable rate. Now, when I got into this business, there was the issue of to save people farming, harvesting, and all that, social and investment prices and all that. We go from them when they are harvesting and we sell. Renting a shop, furnishing it, or stocking it. And also, you don't need the stress of transport from one city to the other. You store it there and you sell it. And it's a short business that guarantees profit and it doesn't require time or obstruct your work. The next slide, please. This is one of the businesses last year. In December, somebody invested, my primary school mate, invested 500,000. And by April, we sold 500,000. We sold for 1,006,000. And we got a profit of 400,800. And we shared the profit. He got 202,900. Now, and look at the receipt of the payment. You can see there the next slide, please. And this is time for Egusi storage, which we buy in July, August. The time is here. And one thing about Egusi is that the profit is between 60 to 90%. And it's at a very high profitability.
I should have for presentation. Next is student comments.
Good afternoon. This opportunity to appreciate listening to this business clip. I'm here to present City Marketer. Consider digitalized trade e-commerce, affiliate, and network marketing. Two different plans. We have the marketer's plan. The purpose of this platform is to create a solution for business members on the right way to promote their business in a very and also marketers who are making money online. as a business members for this platform, you are going to get a various space that you can promote any of your business, either it's a physical product or a digital product or a physical service. You will have a graphic design attached to your business that will be designed for you to promote your business, that will post it on your various space. And you also have access to other active marketers that are actively promoting your business for you across all social media platforms. They can help you to build and grow your social media platform. You can literally ask them to do anything. Maybe you are a YouTuber, you want to grow your YouTube page, watch your videos. While watching your they will also subscribe to your YouTube channel and also share your YouTube channel link on their WhatsApp status. As a marketer,
Thank you. All right, please, just so for the other presenter, Marvgold and Fools, you used it, so I corrected it before. All right, the next presenter, Apex Design. Apex Design. You have 1 minute. Good everyone. My name is Leon Mechanical Engineering. So I'm founder of Apex Design. What do we do? Provide high quality designs for students. Because something. So many people in Nigeria want to design, but they don't know how to start. So like, for example, let's take you coming in. The design courses here are limited to just now people from other programs get the opportunity to learn how to do designs. And this can be people that want to carry out designs, approach ideas, so give them to people to scam us with low asking as a very high price. So to solve that problem, provide high quality designs, paying close attention to detail, price. And for those of us that want to learn designs, introducing the Apex Design Hall, group of individuals ready to teach, learn, and share experience and knowledge on 3D design. Thank you. God bless. Please appreciate the online business. Yes. Please appreciate the presentation. Please, you have 1 minute at a time. Has already started. I'm the CEO of ShopLife Africa Network Limited. ShopLife Africa Network Limited is a creative platform. Creators, creative businesses can collaborate with their fans. HOP, yes. Collaborate with their fans. We have built our digital wallet that can to collect, send, and request money throughout, for creatives and freelancers throughout Africa. This slide is reality. This platform allows to earn. It also allows us to earn because we have built a platform called Social Line. It's a social media platform that connects with API release Shop Africa and the operability. Thank you. All right, Dash, you're up. Please appreciate that. The next is Genesis. Please kindly come here because of the time.
Good morning, everyone. My name is King, and we're Dash. Dash is a scheme that is catering to Covenant University students to the overcrowded shuttle stand or the access of cash. What we are doing with our platform, all that's going to just to log into our platform and state that you want to pick out, and just confirm reservation. Easy as that.
We have 2 buses, and we fortunately pay our driver salaries of
790,000 naira. Projected to be 380,000 per month. And I'm sure you're asking, we can scale up by investing about 100,000.
Thank you. Genesis. Please, I will show you that. Genesis. The next is Marvgold. Please carry the word.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Apolline Bereza. I'm here representing Genesis. So we conducted a survey and we found out that about 40% of girls are not prepared for work. Special education does not meet the needs, certain needs of girls like communication, tech, experience, and even some skills that are specific to their profession. What about the financial projections? A financial projection shows that which was expected to get to 1 million by the end of year 1. With a very good plan projected by the end of year 2. This will help us scale educational licenses and subscriptions. Our initial cost focus on platform development, content. We are seeking partners with seed funding to enable us deepen partnerships with institutions, deepen our platform, develop our platform, and develop our team. We would like you to come aboard with us as partners and mentors. Thank you.
That's nice. The next presenter, Marvgold. She was right in time, 520 seconds altogether.
Okay, good afternoon everyone. My name is Glady Shebe and I'm here. Okay, so my brand is Marvgold. Marvgold is focused on wellness. Now, as we know, Gen Zs and millennials, according to research, have an increasing priority on their wellness, and they are looking for products that prioritize their health and wellness. So, us at Marvgold that offers beauty benefits, nutrition benefits, and sustainable practices. While we're trying to make people think about milk-based nutrition by offering different products like real milk, which helps with skin period, which helps with and milk pepper, which also helps with digestion. Our tagline is milk from inside and out.
Our target audience are Gen Zs and millennials, especially who follow trends and wellness influencers, care about the ingredients and the packaging. Our financial vision for the next 5 years shows a path of 466 million naira.
Hey, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Joy, and I'm representing Growth Theory. The reality is that not everybody wants to go into tech or next Facebook. Some want to go into beauty brands, and that's where Growth Theory comes in. Our target audience, teenage girls between the age 10 to 18, right? From our market, we are seeing that there is a growing demand for DIY beauty products out of it. So we decided to create like the YouTube videos you see where they teach you how to make DIY products, and even teaches you how to make it out of your DIY product. Where to source your ingredients from.
So for our first explanation, our ebook is going to be self-created, so the creation of the ebook is free, and we are going to be using Canva Pro for our design tool, which will cost us 5,000 naira. And for the advertising cost, we're going for 10,000 naira, which is a total of 15,000 naira. And our ebook is going to be sold as one copy. And if we are able to have like 100 sales, 50,000 naira sales. So because it requires low cost startup capital, ebook can be resellable, can be continuously. We just need to in due time. And also, business.
Please, the last person is Campus Smart. You have 1 minute.
Alright, so my name is Yai. Now, so Campus Smart that helps to revolutionize student entrepreneurship, like connecting students. Now, how does Campus Smart work? Campus Smart is the last time that students come to buy, sell, and also
other people, and also student marketplace. Now, why are we different? It has a verified student on, it has smart personalization, a gamified marketplace, business tools, and also a flexible way students can actively post and buy from other student vendors. Scheduled to run from campuses, and we plan to starting from Hebron and also taking there. Our MVP for the MVP. We are learning the SDG, so it's just skim through it 1 minute.
You don't know how.
Alright, so that's our currently planning to launch very soon. Thank you very much.
Divine people, please let's just bring up just self-snap.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Marvgold. Welcome very much. So, self-snap is targeted. Self-snap was personalization of established apps. It was based on the problem of queuing line for other food from the cafeteria, especially to see how. So, the way self-snap solved that problem is by creating a platform where students can make orders or pay for the food also before they even get it from their hostels, pay for the food also, get a unique code, and then the go to the vendors, and then the vendors can confirm the code and issue the meals out to the students. So basically, that is what self-snap is about. Thank you very much.
Please appreciate the presenters. All right. We're done with the and we'll be left to allow judges decide the fate of the presenters. Thank you. So we have one question that came in, and I'd just like to invite Dr. Olumide to answer the question before we go.
How do we get more to expand our business to the next level after 5 years? We have tried banks that are not responding. Yes, banks don't like. I was a victim. The bank told me point blank that, listen, we don't do startups. Because no bank will invest in you if you don't have collateral. They want, maybe there are some other startup friendly banks that are all coming now. Grace was not a good one. I felt so bad today. That same bank I went to way back to me, and I've been telling them no, I'm not dealing with them because the response they gave to me there. But listen, the first thing to do, other people's money, is very good for startups. You must create a reputation, a goodwill. When you have done the business for 5 years, definitely you have some suppliers. When we believe in you, it is easier on them. So within 5 years, you have enough structure that is also bankable so that you can go. There's nothing bad in looking for investors as a startup. Presently, as we are, we still depend on our suppliers. Suppliers are very good when it comes to funds to operate with. Those are the methods we can use to actually start to get to the next level after 5 years.
So, just so wrap up, please, because I get that question challenges, but nonetheless, you can write your email address and your name, put your question down, and then we'll send it to the panel members depending on who you send your questions to or challenge to. All right, so I'd just like to welcome Professor Tuya Adeniji
to present a comment concerning this particular program. Please appreciate her, please.
Good afternoon once again to everybody in the house. I want to appreciate first of all the Almighty this day possible to fix the day God worked with us and made the day a reality. I also want to appreciate the management of Government University giving us the opportunity to hold this program at this point in time when Nigeria is undergoing a lot of challenges and you are supposed to provide. So I want to appreciate our facilitators. Thank you very much for coming and for the that you have chosen to both the students of Marvgold University participants from outside. I'm sure we have seen a lot from the experiences shared by our facilitators. And the same people in this place are not the same people in this place. And I pray that in the grace of God will be available for us to go and work on those things that we have seen and learned today in the name of Jesus Christ. There's something that struck me so much today. I want to start here. I said, I think it's Pastor William. He said, there are problems around us, which is very true. It's from the problems around us that we need to see where we can come in. God has made us all and that's what Jesus is. So let's begin to look around us and see the challenges, the issues, and let's see where we can come in. When we are informed in our environment, then ideas will come and where we will fit in. Pastor also said, he said, I walk on empty head. If there is no idea, where we can come in, that some way God will put this idea. We need to be the happiness in our environment. There are so enormous that God has prepared for us in this period, and I'm sure to see those areas are fitting. You should not be afraid though. You should not be afraid. For everybody that was there will be one way or the other, or one area or the other that you may learn for. But because you fall, you will rise. You will not. Let's be passionate. Let's work like that. So God has need to look into it. God has need to look into it. God account before they can give us. I really want to move forward. While your feet I really want to move forward. While your feet so I would like to get a contact. I want to move forward. Thank you. Why? So I think it's a what goes. So I think it's a what goes before. Is it the chicken or the egg? These are because they need to stimulate, and that's the only way to cool down things like inflation. The question is in a fundable stage, and the answer for most of the people we've seen is no. And if it is not, it's a platform to help you structure your business so you can access funding.
So, thank you so much. Dr. Lumide, there's a question
Oh, please, in 1 minute, just can you help us provide an answer to that? Still in the realm of still farming. Okay, the person actually dropped his email here. I was at gmail.com. I sent an ebook on still farming to that, and we can take it from there. But the market for snail is there at all time. It is a big market, untapped. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We have one of the problems raised by the staff.
Passion project. Build with everything that you have. Right? Build capacity as well. Personally, for me, I'm not even afraid to even share that. You also need spiritual intelligence to build a lasting product. Right? Get an effective team. Consistently improve on what.
Thank you very much. That's such a very good session. So my question is for Mr. Sir, please, how do you manage poultry business when the amount of feed and also the medication can be higher than the profit?
Yeah. It can't be higher than the profit. It's not possible. People are still doing it. And for people to be doing it, then you should know that they are still making. The margin is shrinking, but the profit is still there. Now, this is where it comes in. I'm a veterinarian, but I don't believe in use of drugs. You know, I don't believe in it. I don't believe you just give drugs anyhow. You don't abuse drugs, right? In the cycle of my rearing of animals, sometimes you don't see me use drugs at all. And you know, prevention is cheaper than cure, right? So when you remove drugs from it, you spend less. In terms of feeds, wastage is a big problem in our industry. You have to reduce wastage. When you look at the cost of wastage on a farm, it's that's the profit that is biting into. So you have to know your onions very well, get well trained, go to the right mentors. You can still be in business, doing agri-business. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. I'm sure all the questions have been answered. Okay, you have a question? All right.
Yes, my question is concerning the agricultural business. So my brother last year got into agribusiness, specifically poultry farming. So during this process, he noticed that the rate at which these chickens, when they are coming up, the rate at which they die is quite high depending on the environment. So are there any specific solutions in reducing it? Because once these chickens die, the profit margin tends to reduce. And another issue we faced was the sourcing of who to sell these products to. Because as much as they want to buy it, they can't charge more for what you want to sell to them. Thank you.
Yeah. It's always good to move from the market to the product, not the other way around. You don't produce for an anticipated market. You must have done your survey, your market research to know who to sell to, what to sell to them, what size do they want. Right? You just don't produce in anticipation that the market will take it. That is one. Then secondly, mortality, that's death in chicks, is a function of your source where you got your little chicks. Is a function of your management, personal hygiene there. Are you clearing the litters as well as you should? And the feeds you are using, are they okay? Is the place where you are putting the birds, is it ventilated? So many things. And that is why you don't gamble with funds when you want to go to business. You seek for a mentor, you undergo proper training before you start small so that you can grow along. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for the wonderful comments. All right, we have
I'd like to invite our panelists one more time before we call it a day. I don't know if you have any comments you can learn some lessons from you aside from the presentations you made. All right. So you have any comments?
All right, so like I said earlier, I'm really proud of all the presenters today. I can see trailblazers in the room, amazing CEOs in progress. Great presentation, and most of us were able to work with the time that was allotted towards us. Fantastic presentation. There are three fundamental aspects of the presentation that wasn't emphasized on. First was competitive advantage, right? Most of us didn't specify how our products are properly differentiated from our competitors' products. Then also we even talk about the competitive landscape. Who are your competitors? When you're making a pitch, there are five important aspects of your business that you need to present. Your problem, the solution, the competitive landscape, your product differentiation, and your team, right? Some of us even put up our team members, what makes your team an excellent team. Most times when investors are investing, they don't just invest in the product, but they invest in the people that are developing the product, right? So it's always very important to specify what makes your team an excellent team, what makes your products unique, and also how your solution is aligned with SDGs, right? So next time, I think with this, for some of us, it's the first time, but going forward, I know that it's going to get better. All in all, congratulations. The final advice is please, let's ensure that we are excellent. Be excellent in everything you do, whether it's product excellence, presentation excellence, pitch excellence. When it says present within this time, try as much as possible to be concise with your presentation. Why? Excellence attracts much more opportunities. When you are committed to improving on what you have, everybody notices. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Please, a round of applause for Mr. Bobby. Yes, Anita.
Okay, so thank you very much, everyone that pitched. We had amazing ideas here, and of course, great companies today all started with a simple idea like this. You need to continue to drive the passion. I think it's outside of the competition itself, but there's something I need to talk about, and that is about plugging the opportunities in the local space. The more you listen to news, you hear there's a policy that has come out from Nigeria first. In other words, they are reversing the trend of high oil to buy Nigeria. How many of us are positioned to take advantage of it? Position your ideas so that they can compete favorably. Now, I think yes, they can compete favorably. Foreign options do not have the understanding of the local my product, my offering for the Nigerian market. And believe me, we have over 230 million people that are ready to buy. Don't say they don't have money. They just have access to the money, and that makes a difference. So please, find ideas,